That's supposed to be Hans? No. So low-key, I kind of want to smash that lady in the middle. Can I smash the guard instead of the husband? Hans. Not in that way. What the what? What would you want? No, don't. What the wow, that's a lot of tentacles on him. I wonder what they can do. It's not exactly a horror game. It's a dating sim / visual novel with some horror elements. And the way it was pitched to me was that, well, I saw that you played Lover's Enigma. If you enjoy like visual novels like that, you might enjoy Starcult. And I was like, okay. I don't know how the romance is gonna happen in this one because Lover's Enigma, some of them did not end very happy, and I still have to upload those onto YouTube. Hi, damn ads. Hello. Hi, Fedora. How are you doing? I'm so sorry. I don't think Anemo is going to give out keys anymore. Okay, you guys want to know what I've been playing lately? My daily rotation of games is I have to log into Neverness to Everness, do my dailies. I haven't even done the harder modes in the new game mode. Just the story mode. I have to go on Anemo, do my dailies in Anemo, and then last night I got into another closed beta. I just signed up for shits and giggles because it's a waifu game, and Oak was unfortunately in VC with me and heard some random out-of-pocket stuff for me because I was just saying things like, holy shit, her boobs are huge. It's literally a male-oriented game because you can only be male MC, but I can appreciate the cute girls in it at least, but yeah. Wait, lovers, is there gonna be smashable guys? In this one? Yeah, probably. This vibe is not romance. This is so true. My daily is EZZ waiting for Remiel and to get stuff to pull for her, and then it's Marvel Rivals or Adventure Quest Worlds, lol. Hey, at least it's less questionable than me. Hey, oh, tutorial. Somewhere far, far away exists a world that is similar to our own, but twisted. Really now, there is no sun. Instead, mysterious cosmic radiation illuminates the land. These bursts of radiation are known as days, and the pauses between them as nights. Shards of knowledge are scattered across two different classes. The majority of the population consists of commoners. They hold a variety of occupations including farming, crafting, and serving in noble households. Commoners recognize the authority of the nobility and require their guidance and governance. Have you played this before, or are you playing it for the first time? This is my first time. Funny enough, I was reached out about it like a month ago, but then I never got back because I was so afraid that I wouldn't be able to play the demo in time, but they were like, hey, this demo is going to be released in like 2 weeks. We're gonna give you a key so you get to like, I don't know, like share it before the official demo releases. Hopefully I edit it and upload it in time. So blind reaction, yes, very much so. Power rests with a small group of noble families and is passed down from one generation to the next. Once upon a time, a star fell from the sky, marking the birth of a special noble. Is that us? Oh, Not a Cat Studios presents Starcult. I know so little about this world. My childhood was spent with my parents as a part of a noble family. Our servants took care of my daily life, education, and manners, while my parents were always cold and distant. Sometimes we visited other noble families when they were throwing social events. On one such occasion, I was lucky, and Hans Nebula took an interest in me. We danced, and when the ball ended, we began to exchange letters. I knew I had a chance to change my life, so I tried my best to not ruin it. Ooh, Lelia voice acting? I cannot voice act to save my life, though! After 2 months, Hans asked for my hand. How could I refuse him? The young head of the Nebula house? The marriage was planned without hesitation. What the? Is that supposed to be some sort of Eldritch being holding up, like, a planet? I am not good at voice acting. Stop glazing me on that. It was a huge celebration, a ball on the Nebula estate. Who? Okay, many people I didn't yet know. Waltzing, laughing. Ow! We will glaze forever, bro. Enjoying each other's company. Chatting over a glass of good wine. And celebrating the union of two families. Low-key, I kind of want to smash that lady in the middle. Is this one of those games where I'm just gonna be like, yeah, fuck the men, I'm gonna like go for the woman? I don't like the art style. You know what's funny when you say that? It's okay to have that opinion. I think because we're used to like games that have more of the Japanese, Eastern style. And a month ago on Twitter, people were like shitting on Western dating sims or visual novels because they don't like the art style of it. I can appreciate it. Like, there was one dating sim that they were shitting on, which was like Era 143. I haven't played that in like years. And I should, because there's like multiple DLCs for it. But I was like, but that one actually looks good. Hans was a good dancer, as a true noble must be. I was over the stars with happiness. That's supposed to be Hans? No. But I couldn't shake the feeling that he seemed nervous. Suddenly he leaned over and whispered in my ear, I have a gift for you. Something special. No. Don't worry, I'll explain how to use it. I'm kind of worried what this object is supposed to be. The orchestra played their final chord and the dance ended. Hans strode to the middle of the ballroom. Dear guests, it brings me joy to see you all here. As you know, today we're celebrating my marriage to Lady Silviya. The crowd erupted into applause. But what good is a wedding without a gift? He turned to Silviya with the necklace and carefully fastened it around her neck. To her surprise, the jewelry wasn't a beautiful piece of art. In fact, it was a heavy, spiky collar. What, is he going to, like, chain us to him? This is... Don't be upset, darling. This was only the first part of my gift. What? Hans clapped once, and the guards appeared with a man between them. His eyes were blindfolded and his arms were tied behind his back. At first glance, it was merely a commoner, but then a strange feeling washed over her. You're giving me a prisoner? The unknown commoner raised his head at the sound of her voice. He looked, no, rather felt familiar, but she couldn't recognize him yet. All she could do was stare. A familiar whisper broke her trance. He will be a prisoner until we have educated him, my dear. Then he will become your personal servant. The prisoner gave her a crooked smile. That voice. I know you. Lady Silviya. Is it you? I've been looking for you so long, Silviya. It's me, Balthazar. We need to talk. The crowd started to whisper. Hans' smile curled into a sneer of disgust. Silence. Don't you dare speak without Noble's permission. This reminds me of that one Jester and Princess animation. I think I know what animation you're talking about. Oh wait, I missed that dialogue. Whoops, it's okay. The guards nodded and started to drag the prisoner away. That motherfucker reminds me of one of the guys in Baldur's Gate. Honestly, I can see it. The whole world is in danger. You must listen. Can't you hear me, Silviya? How could he know my name? Am I already famous as Hans' wife? Who's that man, my love? He tried to turn the commoners against noble rule. Eventually, the townsfolk reported him. He was due to be executed, but I bought him for you. After the proper training, you can use him for anything you can imagine. Anything, you say? Like, damn, that's fucked up. He doesn't look obedient. How could I control him? So it's like a slave. Okay, Flame probably caught on to me by the way I said that. With the Heyo. With your necklace, of course. You see, all commoners are tied to their own piece of art. Often a piece of jewelry or a statuette, but sometimes something more unusual. You just need to discover which object they're tied to and then own it. So, that is how our reign persists. I see. The ball continued late into the alpha night. Hans became tired of his guests' attention and masterfully slipped away from the crowd. Why the man Loki look like a bitch? He kinda does. He always seems so tired after official meetings, even his own marriage celebration. I worry for him, but I also can't stop thinking about that prisoner. Does he really know something, or were they just the lies of a desperate man? Silviya's choices can affect her relationships with the people around her. You can use the save feature in the menu to explore the story's different paths at your own pace. Oh, I don't want to talk to Hans. Hans can go fuck off. I'm so sorry to dubs with this game. Fuck off to Hans. Let's go find Balthazar. Hans will be fine left alone with his thoughts. He's used to it after all. But as for that prisoner, who knows how long he'll stay alive if he keeps courting trouble. I still can't remember who he is, but it seems he knows something important about me. I must talk to him before it's too late. She made her way through the crowded ballroom, then crept down the estate's long corridors until she found the cellar stairs. A dim, damp stone passageway led her to a long row of cells. They'd housed prisoners in the past, but nowadays they were used for wine barrels, cheese wheels, and other wonderful delicacies. Fuck Hans. This is like fuck Luca when Oak and I watched Alien Stage. I also need to edit that. The prisoner must be in one of the cells, but which one? Soon, a dim gaslight allowed her to see two figures at the end of the stone corridor. There's two? Guards. They must- oh wait, they might have some questions. I'll have to use my persuasion skills. Oh god. Halt. Who's there? Oh, it's you, milady. Good evening. What brings you here on such a special occasion? I must see the prisoner. His words in the ballroom disturbed me, and I want him to explain himself. Very well, milady. He might be dangerous, so stay close to us, and don't come too close to the grate. Of course. You're a brave one, Silviya, coming here in spite of the warnings. Oh, he doesn't have the blindfold anymore? I thought he was just gonna have it the whole time. Your relationship with Balthazar increased? Okay then, this is a work in progress feature, good to know. How do you know my name? Have we met? Before I answer your question, I ask you to answer one of mine. How do you feel about your husband? Fuck him, I don't want to marry him. I have a deal with him, I love him, I'm scared of it. I have a deal with him. Hans is my partner in a deal, that is all. So it's just a deal, Of course. And you have no feelings for him? I don't care about him, I won't tell you that, I don't know. I really don't give a shit about Hans, no offense. I don't have any feelings for Hans. Us nobles are not known for marrying for love. Your relationship with Hans decreased? Well, yeah, go fuck him. We're practical people, you see. So nobles are just out for themselves. No surprise there. By the void, who is he to judge us? If you're satisfied with my answer, I'm still waiting for your answer to my question. Oh yes, your question. We met, but in another life. Well, I guess he's just crazy, but still. He feels familiar to me somehow. There's past lives in this too? Like Lover's Enigma? Really? And what were we doing in that previous life? Were we both nobles? Or maybe we were gods? Yes, exactly. Gods. You could call us that. He's definitely delusional. At least he doesn't seem aggressive, so let's see where this goes. And what were we doing as gods? Ruling mortals? Enjoying endless feasts and pleasures? No, not at all. We were hiding. He's definitely crazy, but why does it feel like there's a strange truth to his words? I'm sweating in spite of the chill stone walls. I just can't stop myself asking him for more. We were hiding? From whom? He waited for Silviya to come closer to the cell door. She was so intrigued that she leaned in without hesitation. From the black holes. A wave of agony flashed through her head. The black holes? Why does this sound so familiar? Did I see something like this in a dream? Clutching her head in pain, she stumbled away from the door and fell to her knees. Her vision dimmed, she was close to fainting. And where does this terrible fear come from? She closed her eyes in an attempt to calm down and reclaim control of her body. You filthy bastard! What have you done to milady? I give her a pinch of truth and nothing more. We'll show you the truth. Come here! She heard the sound of the cage door creaking open. And then ruthless blows landing on flesh, swearing from the guards and muffled moans of pain. Can you walk, milady? May I help you reach your bedroom? She opened her eyes and felt a little better. Can I smash the guard instead of the husband? Fuck Hans. Not in that way, but I hate him. It's fine, I can go alone. Please don't worry. Are you sure? She didn't answer, but just pushed his hand away and walked briskly back to the cellar stairs. What the what? What would you want? No, don't question that. Just erase that from your brain. You did not hear anything, Fedora. All the way to her bedroom, she tried her best to calm down. But even after reaching her sanctuary of safety and closing the door behind her, her hands were shaking. Lelia, yes, Fedora, yeah, I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything bad! You didn't come at the worst time. She took some pills in the hope of soothing her racing mind and didn't bother to undress before collapsing onto the bed. I wonder, will Hans join me soon, or will he work until beta day this time? Is there going to be a omega day or something? Lelia, you're the master of wrong time and being a bit too clippable. Every single time, like literally, people come in at like the worst times. They'll just click on the stream, they'll be like, I'm back, and then they hear the most heinous things from my mouth. I come back from exploring Roblox Miss, and that's the first thing I heard. Just erase it from your brain, and it will be peachy. She waited for him, counting her breaths and feeling her heartbeats finally slow. When she gave into sleep, he had still not appeared. When she opened her eyes, she was surrounded by stars. As she tried to focus her sleepy sight, she saw a human figure among them. So, you finally want to know more? I can sate your thirst, but first we must train you. As an artist, you perceive the world differently, more deeply than others. You have a bright associative imagination, so you can imagine emotions as colors of paint. Before being used, those paints must be placed on a palette. Are you listening, Silviya? Yes, of course. Good. Joy becomes yellow, anger is red, fear is purple, and sadness becomes blue. These are the basic emotions you will encounter throughout your journey. With them, you can change the outcomes of your conversations. Oh, beware, you can only use your control of emotions to influence conversations when you see the eye socket. But enough of the boring theory, let's have some fun. Ask me something by using your emotions. Oh. Wait, I can influence how this goes? Wait. Can I? What if I put anger on his past? Oh, why are you lying about your celestial background? Oh, wait, shit. What was our relationship? Isn't it horrible to hide eternally? How long have you been looking for? Oh, that's how it changes? What? Can we be together again? What are you plotting? Are you going to die soon? Isn't it lonely in your oh, shit. I do low-key want to ask what our relationship was. Joy can be used to change the topic from an uncomfortable one or to play the fool as a distraction. It was bright and passionate. Don't you recall that, Silviya? Ow! Don't worry, we'll have a chance to restore your lost memories. But for now, is there anything else you'd like to know? Let's be more original. Ask something else, Winks. At that moment, her conversation partner transformed into something else. What the fuck am I looking at? Something inexplicable in Eldritch. What's going on? What is this thing? Your relationship with unknown increased. Flame, the fact that you just said smash, what? Silviya can gain an understanding of the true nature of the world and of herself. She does this by building her relationship with the unknown. See, whenever I hear the unknown, now I just think of Dead by Daylight's unknown. So like that's all I see in them, in this Eldritch thing. Suddenly a distant voice called her name. Milady Silviya. Who is calling me? What's going on? Holes and goals? Okay, bro. What? Oh, it was just a dream. She lay with her eyes closed for a moment as she returned to reality. Milady Silviya! It's your husband. Hans is- he can die. It was a horrible beginning to Beta Day.
He needs some milk!
He can die. No one knew how or why, but Hans was dead. My maiden, Cassiopeia, our butler, Gilbert and I tried to save Hans's life, but his wounds were fatal. The wounds were caused not by a man, but by a beast. I spoke to all of the estate's residents, desperate for any clues. No one could explain to me how such a feral creature could break into such a well-guarded place. My dear Hans, you are always busy. Even in this painting, you're sitting with your papers. I'm not gonna lie, Hans looks so fruity that I wouldn't be surprised if he went for a man. Is that wrong of me? To like profile him like that? Smiling not at me, but at your own thoughts. But I'm no different from you, Hans. I, as an artist, painted this picture while posing for it after all. I wouldn't trust anyone else to paint us. Like, what if he just never, like, came at night because he was out on a rendezvous with a man? You gain some sadness. Why do I need oh wait, maybe it's for the choices. Silviya placed a hand on her husband's portrait. Don't worry, Hans, I'll find out what really happened to you. I honestly don't care what happened to Hans. Is that horrible? Suddenly, footsteps approach. She's so pretty! I want to date her! Oh, Silviya, couldn't you sleep either? Oh. I don't blame you. My heart still refuses to slow. But don't worry, that police officer will be here before long. I heard he's handsome. No, I think you're really pretty and we should totally marry each other. So, tell me, what are my chances? Marrying me? For 100% right now. You're never escaping your lesbian allegations. At this point, it's seeming like that because there's another game I played. It's a cozy game. And I liked more of the female characters than the male options in that, so I'm dating a female character in that game right now. Flirt with her. Change the subject. Low-key, I kind of want to flirt with her. But why does sadness turn that into flirting with her? That makes no sense. Cassiopeia, do you really need another man when you have someone like me in front of you? Aha, are you jealous? I knew you wanted him for yourself. No, I want you for myself. You misunderstand me. I'm not going to let anyone take you from me. Thank God I can flirt with her. I want to keep you all to myself. Actually, low-key, as a yandere, yeah. Wow, I can tell you're serious about this. I can't tell if she likes her or not. I see. In that case, milady, just know you'll have to work hard to win me over. Don't worry, I will. When have I ever shied away from a challenge? Strong words. We'll see if you can live up to them, milady. Cassiopeia Globula. My maiden, she's such an annoying person, my best friend. Since we first met, we have been closely aligned. Your relationship with Cassiopeia increased. She really knows how to help me fight my anxiety. You gain some joy. Silviya will gain emotions during her conversations with other characters. Someone knocked on the door. After a brief pause, the butler entered the room. He bowed respectfully before speaking. Milady Nebula, Detective Shard has arrived. Please show him to the drawing room, Gilbert. At once, milady. I won't distract you further. Then, I'm sure you'll appreciate some privacy. Besides, I must prepare my own plans for this evening. Alone with her thoughts at last, Silviya left the bedroom. I smashed the red one. Same! We're on the same page! Narrow corridors led her through the house. She hated the long, windowless corridors. There was something eerie about them. Finally, she reached the drawing room. Alright, Silviya, get your thoughts together. You need this detective's help, even if he is a commoner. Okay, can we not be an ass just because he's a commoner? So tell him what he needs to know, and then we'll see what happens. Good afternoon, Milady Nebula. Please accept my condolences for your terrible loss. Thank you. Detective Matthew Shard is at your service, milady. Whoa, what is up with his hands? What? Silviya held out her hand and Matthew kissed it. You may call me Matthew if you wish. She smiled at him. It was a smile she had cultivated over the years, and took a step back. Welcome to the Nebula estate, Matthew. Please, won't you take a seat? Indeed, he's handsome. Cassiopeia wasn't kidding. Milady Nebula, I appreciate your hospitality. Let's get started. I have a few questions for you. Wait, is he suspecting me? Oh my dear stars, I hired him for a different reason. Calm down, Silviya. You shouldn't draw too much attention to yourself. Okay, so there's some grammatical errors, because that could lead the investigation down the wrong path. Silviya nodded silently with a polite smile. His interrogation continued until beta night. And my last question for today. Do you suspect anyone, milady? Give him nothing more, share my fears, impress him? Impress him? Okay, well, low-key, I kind of want to go for Cassiopeia, so let's just share my fears. There's no one I suspect, but I fear for my life. After all, that monster, or whoever it was, could still be lurking nearby. You gain some fear. I don't know when I'll need to use it. Do you not trust your own servants? Should the guards be replaced? Unfortunately, I don't think any guard could handle such a creature. I need you to rest, Milady Nebula. I apologize for the long interrogation, and thank you for your time. Now I must go and question the other residents of the estate. I guess I said too much. Now he'll think I'm crazy. In the future, I need to be more focused. Such a horrific crime. The killer must be punished. After all, my husband was murdered, and I could be a suspect too. Milady Nebula, I see you have finished speaking with the detective. I know I just missed like a line, but whatever. I must inform you he will be staying on the Nebula estate tonight. He apologizes for the inconvenience with all due respect, but he trusts you will understand why it is necessary. It'll be too dangerous to travel back to town by the time he has finished his interrogations. I can't use any emotions. Why must he stay? Why is he dangerous? Who allowed him to stay? The detective is allowed to remain on the estate? I do not recall discussing such a permission with him. That is because the permission came from your mother-in-law, Matrona Nebula. Fuck, my mother-in-law. Instead of boohoo my wife said, we have boohoo my husband's dead. I mean, that's also happened in Lover's Enigma. I guess in both games our husbands died. Damn. I should remind you that Matrona Nebula is now the official head of the Nebula family. Vivian, of course. She always was the head of this household even when Hans was alive. And she has always disliked me. Why must you stay? Proceed without further questions. That's all I wanted to know, Gilbert. Thank you. Something in the stands made Silviya wonder if Gilbert was hiding something behind his back. She glanced in the mirror to try and see what the butler was concealing. What could it be, I wonder? He noticed her searching gaze and took a half step away from the mirror. What is going on, Gilbert? Are you hiding something? Milady Nebula, you have sharp eyes indeed. He moved aside and revealed a dog sitting patiently behind— oh, I thought he had like a knife or something. I found this puppy wandering around the grounds. Oh, it's a little doggo. He looks so much like my old pet John. What a name. Oh, John, I had not realized until now just how much I missed my old companion. You gained some sadness. Great. I thought you might appreciate some extra moral support at such a trying time. Thank you, Gilbert. Oh, by the bright stars, how sweet he is. Is he really just a puppy? He is so large. Despite his size, he is still just a child at heart. I assure you of that, milady. Silviya nodded, satisfied with the answer. She looked at the puppy. I shall call you John too, in honor of my old companion. Can you not think of a better name, Silviya? I would love to spend the rest of the evening playing with you, but there's still so much I must attend to. As a noble, Silviya must plan her schedule for each day. As most of the day has already passed, she only needs to decide how to spend the evening. Ooh, wait, what? There's more to this game? Oh, shoot. So, morning, Hans is dead. Afternoon, I talked with Matthew. Evening, I can't wait to play with John. I must find more evidence in Hans's diary. Oh, wait, I can choose what— no, I don't really care about Hans's death. I'm gonna play with John. I've made my decision. Matthew's interrogation was exhausting. My new pet needs attention. I can't ignore that. Besides, I need to relax a little and take my mind off of things. Yes, of course, a brutal murder was committed, and I am as much of a suspect as anyone else on the estate. But I need to take a mental break from time to time if I am to be successful in my quest for answers. Still, it's best not to expect a quick resolution to the case. Matthew's investigation could drag on. She looked at the puppy with a serious expression. From now on, your name is John, and you are a part of my family. Please make yourself at home, but be sure to behave well. If you will assist me, Gilbert. We need to find John a bowl and make sure he's well fed. Right away, milady Nebula. Your relationship with Gilbert increased? The fuck? I don't really care about increasing my relationship with him. Silviya's introduction to the new family member went very well. This puppy behaves just like my previous pet, even though he looks a little different. Your relationship with John increased. Yay! We can increase our relationship with John. The evening flew by in the blink of an eye. By midnight, Silviya is lying on the bed, her arms flung out to the sides in exhaustion. That dog, what about the dog? John was very playful, so Silviya lost track of time. Sometimes this is all one needs to be happy. You gain some joy. It was a wonderful meeting, my friend. Stay here. You can sleep at my side. Oh no, where's your water bowl gone? We must solve this problem right away. I won't let you die of thirst overnight. What should I do? Call a chambermaid for help? I'll just do it myself, bro. I already sent my chambermaid Willow to sleep. Never mind, I can take care of the bowl myself. John, wait for me here. I'll be back soon. Whoever they are, they seem to be standing too far from the door. I can't recognize their voice. I can't stay here any longer. It's too dangerous. She crept away from the door and continued on towards the kitchen. There, now I'll just fill a bowl and go back to my room as if nothing has happened. Also, I have no idea why my Siri keeps activating when I say nothing close to Siri. Get the knife? I must tell someone I trust what I heard, however, I'll do that tomorrow. Until then, it is safer for me to keep quiet. The bowl I need must be here, somewhere here. She retrieved a metal bowl from the high shelf and then filled it with water. Just as she was about to leave the kitchen, her gaze fell on the kitchen knife lying in the middle of the table. The overheard conversation between Gilbert and the stranger replayed in her head. I must be able to defend myself if needed. Oh my god, actually Gunther, like, actually predicted that. Take the knife with- I'm gonna take it, bro. She took the knife from the table, hiding it within the folds of her nightgown. I hope I won't have to use this knife, but having it with me will put my mind at ease. There, now I better go get back to my room. By the time she returned, John had already fallen asleep. Silviya put the bowl beside the dog and yawned. That was a tough day. She hugged her pillow and started to drift off to sleep. She glanced at their family portrait before closing her eyes. You have certainly caused me a lot of trouble, Hans. I should have never agreed to marry you. Oh, wait, the picture turned into Eldritch beings. Exhausted, she quickly fell asleep. But in the dead of night, Silviya opened her eyes to find herself floating in outer space. Stars surrounded her. In the distance, 2 black holes are spinning around each other. Where am I? Is this a dream? Yes, this must be a dream. It can't possibly be real. Welcome to my humble world, darling. That voice. Hans? How is this possible? What the frick? He turned into this? Wow, that's a lot of tentacles on him. I wonder what they can do. Gain some fear. Dead? No, darling, that's where you're wrong. I prefer to call it changed. But that's not so accurate. Honestly, Loki, I would smash him like this, not the human form. He does look so much better like this flame. Thank you. Loki, If Silviya obtains 3 emotions of the same type, she enters a state called emotional madness. The madness emotion will be applied automatically to her next dialogue choice. Silviya will not be able to obtain any further emotions for her palette until her emotional madness has been consumed. What the frick? Locked, I must run. Wait, I can change some of these. There's only 2 of fear. I kind of want to choose run. Me and Lelia are on the same wavelength. Actually, though, that's kind of funny. Silviya tried to run. There was no ground beneath her feet. The young noble was merely floating in the vacuum of outer space. She tried to scream, but suddenly her lungs were empty of air. So much had happened to her. This was the final straw. As her eyes widened with immeasurable horror, her body was seized by convulsions. Her exhausted heart gave up its rhythm. Death and... What? There's no way for me to freaking live? Oh my god, I can die? Frick. This is the end of the demo. Thank you for playing. We hope you liked it. What the fuck? I didn't think I was gonna die. What? Thanks for that.